This week we have 2 planets shifting into new signs of the zodiac, and we have Chiron, the Wounded Healer and Shaman, turning to retrograde motion at 23 degrees of Aquarius. All of this, an empowered moment and more in my new intuitive energy forecast for the week of Monday, July 22nd through Sunday, July 28th, 2024. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment. For this week's weekly reading, we're going to be using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. This will be for the main message for the collective. And your special message card, depending on your stone of choice this week, is going to be coming from the Priestess of Light Oracle deck. This is by Sandra Ann Taylor, as well as Kimberly Weber. So before we get into looking at our stones of choice or talking about the astrology for this week, let's go ahead, close our eyes, take a deep breath, settle back, and let's do an empowered moment. So we start to transition this week into Leo energies with our bright sun moving into that sign of the lion. So let's focus first on this beautiful golden yellow light. Golden yellow light all around us, surrounding us with healing, protection, and guidance. This is the unconditional love, light, healing of the universe. And let's make sure that we can see, sense, feel, or just know that we're surrounded in that beautiful, vibrant, sparkly, golden white light like the sun. And as you feel the essence of that golden white light, taking a deep breath, breathing in the golden white light into every cell of your body. And as you exhale, letting your body relax and letting go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs to hold on to in this moment. Taking another breath or two, breathing in that inspiring golden white light. And focusing on the energies of Leo in this moment. Leo energy, which is leadership, shining one's light and creative self-expression out for all the world to see. Leo is generosity and playfulness, but also take charge abilities. Expanding into your creative light and creative self-expression. Expanding into your personal power. And take in a deep breath and breathe in all of those qualities of fire sign Leo the lion. Feeling that you're ready to roar, ready to express yourself, shining your light in the most vibrant way possible. See your light growing brighter and brighter and brighter. See the golden white light around you growing brighter and brighter and brighter. Feel your power expanding. Feel yourself moving into your power, taking back your power, and feeling empowered. Feeling empowered in your expression, feeling empowered in your leadership potential, feeling empowered in your true divine nature. Let's take in one last deep healing, cleansing, balancing breath, breathing in the essence of those qualities. And as you exhale and in your own time, you can open your eyes and return to this time and place and space. Let's get ready to look at your stones of choice. And this will be again for that special message card a little bit later on. So the first stone of choice is Tangerine Aura Quartz. That does look like the bright sun, doesn't it? That sunny Leo energy. There's some golden yellow in there. There's even a tint of orange in there. So this is going to relate to the solar plexus chakra and your sacral chakra. Solar plexus, center of personal power. Sacral chakra, creative self-expression. And the Tangerine Aura Quartz is also going to enhance your self-esteem, your confidence, and your self-worth. It brings out the goddess energies, kind of that sexual and sensual goddess energy. It helps to strengthen clarity and insight. And it also helps to remove any creative blockages. Okay. And then stone number 2 is emerald. Now the emerald is going to relate to your heart chakra. So this can relate to some heart chakra healing, emotional wound healing, or relationship healing. This emerald is also a stone of harmony and wisdom, as well as love. It helps us to let go of negativity and create positive outcomes. It gives us strength to overcome challenges. It does improve our memory, gives us clarity as well, and helps us with higher understanding. And it can also be a stone of prophecy. Okay, and then stone number 3 here. This is beautiful blue sodalite. The sodalite, of course, is going to relate to the throat chakra. Could also relate this one to the third eye chakra because it's got that deep, dark kind of blue color. Okay, so throat chakra and third eye chakra. And with the throat chakra, this is about speaking your truth with clarity and also with compassion at the same time. And the third eye chakra is going to be about opening to psychic vision, intuition, or opening to your imagination. And the sodalite is great for mental grounding. So that's an interesting word, right? Mental grounding. So it helps to stabilize our mind. So if your mind is kind of all over the place or got some anxiety going on, this is a great stone for that. The sodalite also helps with clarity and truth in our perceptions. Okay, which is another third eye chakra thing, right? Our perceptions, our vision, our imagination, our psychic impressions. So it helps to allow us to see things more clearly, see the truth of things. And this also does increase intuition. Okay, all right. So let's look at these stones of choice again. We've got the Tangerine Aura Quartz. We've got the emerald. Go with what your gut is telling you, right? Each time it might be different. You might have a favorite stone, but your intuition might be saying that's the one for this week. And here's the sodalite. Okay, let's put those aside. Let's talk about the astrological energies for the week. We start out on Monday, the 22nd of July. This is our transition time for the sun. The sun is leaving the sign of Cancer. So for the last month, it's been about home and family and our emotions and emotional body. Now the sun is moving into bright, fun, sunny, fiery Leo. Okay, so for the next month, we've got the sun in Leo starting on Monday the 22nd. And Leo is again this leadership potential, take charge ability, roaring like a lion, creative self-expression, but it's also fun and playful and connecting with the inner child. And it's all these different ways that we can creatively express our light out into the world. Also on Monday the 22nd, right after the sun moves into Leo, it's going to be opposing Pluto. And Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth, transformation, regeneration, transition, transmutation, rebirth, renewal. And so this also takes us into the early morning hours of Tuesday, depending on what part of the world you live in. And since Pluto can be about some power and control issues, you know, the sun just moving into fiery Leo might right off the bat come out of the gate with some sort of power and control issues with others. Whenever we have an opposition, because we've got the sun in Leo and Pluto's in the opposite sign over here of Aquarius. So this is going to play out with other people. And this is going to give us an opportunity to take our power back or stand in our power rather than being disempowered through power and control issues with other people. There can also be a great ability for transformation energies to take place. Almost like I get this vision of the whole last month of the sun being in Cancer, emotional Cancer, and dealing with all these feelings and emotions, right? I feel like we're now feeling empowered. So there's this transformation overall within ourselves where we feel more confident and self-assured, all these Leo qualities, right? The fire, the passion, the inspiration, that take charge ability. So that might be happening as well. Then we're going to go all the way to Thursday the 25th. On Thursday the 25th, we've got a few things happening. We've got Mercury, the planet that rules the mental realm, in creative, fun-loving, generous, creative Leo. And it's going to, though, be in what's called an inconjunct aspect to Neptune and Pisces. Now, the inconjunct is considered a difficult or challenging aspect where we have to make some adjustments. Neptune rules the spiritual realm where we have to have trust and faith and believe in the unseen, even though it hasn't manifested yet. And here's Mercury working with our ego mind, our personality, mental perceptions and thoughts and ideas, and creative Leo. And we have to somehow merge that mental energy with the spiritual energy, which sometimes doesn't go very well together because the mind likes logic and facts. And Neptune, ruler of the spiritual realm, is all about the intangibles and the unseen and believing in magic and all of that. So here we have to somehow merge those two or adjust the way we're thinking, perceiving, or seeing something, or even communicating something. Make sure that you're clear when you do have to communicate with other people, whether it's in writing or whether it's verbally, because Neptune sometimes can bring in a little bit of confusion where people aren't understanding what we're saying, or vice versa. We're not really understanding what they're saying. So you might just need to reiterate and make sure that you're understanding clearly and other people are understanding clearly what it is that you're communicating. Right after Mercury connects with Neptune in this way, because it's at the 29th degree, Mercury's at the 29th degree of Leo, Neptune's at the 29th degree of Pisces. So that's the last degree of any sign of the zodiac. So Mercury then, on the same day, Thursday, will move into Virgo. Now, Mercury likes to be in Virgo. It's one of its home signs, if you will. It rules Gemini and it rules Virgo, because both of those signs are about logic and analysis and facts and figures and making sense logically out of things. So Mercury is moving into Virgo. Now, I didn't put down how long it's going to be in Virgo because Mercury is going to go into a retrograde cycle pretty soon. It's only going to go up to 4 degrees of Virgo, and then it's going to turn retrograde for pretty much the whole month of August before turning back to direct motion. So it will re-enter Virgo in September. And, we'll talk about that again when that happens. So here for a few days, we've got Mercury feeling much at home in logical Virgo, where we're understanding the details, picking things apart, trying to understand logically the next steps to take, making a plan, having a strategy. All of those things can be associated with Virgo. And then also on Thursday the 25th, we've got the Sun in Leo. Remember, Monday, the Sun just went into Leo. So the Sun in Leo on Thursday is going to be in a positive connection to Mars and Gemini. And Mars is the warrior planet, planet of energy, action, forward movement. But he's in Gemini right now. So rather than full steam ahead in one particular direction, Gemini, sign of the twins, has got Mars kind of going in two or more directions at the same time, or following up on two or more things, or just very busy and trying to juggle things and make sure he's putting his energy towards all these multitasking situations and events. Now, the opportunity comes in here with the Sun sextile Mars to, I feel like, really either communicate or create. Those would be the two key words, because Mars is in communication-oriented Gemini, the Sun is in creative-oriented Leo. And so there's opportunities here, opportunities to shine your light, take charge, be creative, maybe multitask and get a lot of things done. Try to figure out which direction you want to put your energy. All of these things are positive potentials. And then on Friday the 26th, we've got three things happening on this day as well. But we start out with Chiron, the Wounded Healer and Shaman, at 23 degrees of Aries, turning retrograde. So because Chiron moves pretty slowly, especially in the sign of Aries, we've been feeling Chiron slowing down and stationing or coming to a standstill for at least a few days, if not before, by this week, Monday, the 22nd, we have already felt it. But I'm going to say for those of us that are even, more sensitive to the astrology and the energetics of what's going on and happening, we've probably been feeling this for an extra week, the whole week before this week. So Chiron, it brings up our past life wounds and past life traumas, or these challenges that are like deep within our soul memory. And this right now is in the sign of Aries. So it's about independence and kind of individuality, leadership, taking charge, and really kind of paying attention to self-confidence and courage to blaze a new trail. So there might again, these last few days, couple of weeks, been wounds regarding those areas of life that have come up. Your sense of individuality, sense of self. Who am I? What am I supposed to be doing? Do I have enough courage and confidence to do it? I want my independence, and feeling maybe a lack of that independence as Chiron has been slowing down. Now it's going to turn retrograde. It's going to be retrograde for a good long time, not just a few weeks, but probably a few months. And you're going to feel it the most right now. Of course, your individual astrological chart, you may have Chiron touching a particular planet or point or angle, and so it might be more intense and magnified for you. So remember, Chiron's turning retrograde at 23 degrees of Aries. Now, when he retrogrades, he usually only retrogrades maybe 5 or 6 degrees back. So anybody that has planets, points, or angles between, I'd say, 18 degrees of Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra to about 24 degrees of those signs are going to be the ones that mostly experience and feel, at least for the most part, some of the challenge. But this is occurring somewhere in your chart. So you should look at what house is Chiron turning retrograde in and how that might be affecting you in that area of your life. Then also on Friday the 26th, we've got Venus in Leo, right? So now lovely Venus has been in Leo, and she's all about love and relationships, money, finances, personal resources, our values, how we value ourselves, so our sense of self-worth. And she's in a difficult, challenging inconjunct to Saturn, who's the teacher of karmic lessons and rules restriction and limitation, but also rules manifestation and form. But with this in conjunct with Venus and Saturn, it can bring up some feelings of being held back or feeling stuck or feeling insecure within your sense of self, or being insecure in your creative talents, or feeling insecure with your leadership, take charge abilities. Saturn is asking that we understand and learn any lessons that he's trying to teach us, because he rules karmic lessons. What is the karmic lesson here? Maybe it's about patience. Maybe it's about slowing down. Maybe it's about taking things a little bit more step by step. And because he is in Pisces right now, maybe it's about trust and faith, knowing that everything is unfolding in divine timing according to the divine plan. Now, this, of course, like I said, can affect not only our sense of self-worth and self-value, but maybe money and finances as well. Maybe we're having some insecurities about that, or some fears about that. Saturn can bring up some fears. So let's just kind of adjust the energies, and instead let's look at it from a different perspective, that Saturn is helping us to slow down, be patient, look at all the steps that we need to take, and create a solid foundation for ourselves in whatever area he's affecting us with this. And then the last thing that's going on is also on Friday. It's Mercury in Virgo. So Mercury, the planet of logic and the mind, in analytical Virgo. And it's in conjunct to Pluto. And Pluto is that planet of transformation and death and rebirth energies, and about kind of releasing or letting go or purging the old so that we can have a rebirth of some sort. So this is kind of like about the rebirth of the mind, the rebirth of our logical mind. It's about feeling empowered with our decisions and choices, because it's Mercury, right? It deals with making those kind of thought-provoking decisions for ourselves, analyzing each of the possibilities, the pros and the cons, making lists. You know, Mercury in Virgo likes to make lists. But this can be, rather than having it be about feeling disempowered, right? Because this in conjunct, which is difficult with Pluto, can bring up some disempowerment energies, or maybe even some power and control energies, maybe not with other people, maybe just power and control energies within yourself, like feeling disempowered about old decisions or choices you've made, or feeling a lack of power about making a new decision. You know, it could be something like that. So let's instead adjust it so that we feel more empowered, that we make our list, we look at the pros and cons, we look at each little detail that's going on, and because we're taking our time and analyzing and looking at it all, allow that to give you a sense of empowerment, and allow Pluto to bring in some transformative energies, some death and rebirth and transformation energies to what's going on with the logic or the analysis of using the mind. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides for the week. So the first card, let's turn it over. Oh, I love it. Solar plexus chakra. So this is quite literally, to me, what the sun moving into Leo rules as far as a chakra, right? The sun is how we shine our light, and Leo is all about leadership, take charge ability, as well as creative self-expression. So the solar plexus chakra is your center of personal power. This is where you own your power, you step into your power, you shine your light, you exude your confidence, you find that courage to make the change or do a redirection or make a decision. And so this chakra is being highlighted here with the sun having moved into Leo. So let's look at card number 2. Okay, we've got a major arcana. This is major arcana 5. In the Psychic Tarot, it is called Wisdom. Now, this is, in the traditional tarot, it's the Hierophant card, right? And this is usually, the Hierophant is usually about a spiritual figure of authority. So here we have that kind of authority energy again, like with the sun moving into Leo, right? Oh, it's interesting because we've got, again, this bright sunny color there. We've got the sun shining bright in the sky here. The Hierophant is usually someone who's an authority figure that's in the flesh, right? We're not talking about angels and guides here, but this would traditionally be like a rabbi, a priest, a minister, but a spiritual figure of authority. It doesn't have to be spiritual authority, but authority figures can also come like teachers and police officers and judges in a court and, things of that nature. So here we've got this idea of wisdom in this particular deck. And the Hierophant is holding a book of wisdom, a book of the spiritual teachings. Maybe it's even a book of the Akashic Records. Usually it's the priestess that holds the Akashic Records book. So I'm going to say this is like the knowledge and the wisdom that this person has. Now, maybe this is representing you, that you're coming into a sense of like wisdom, you're coming into a sense of your own spiritual authority. You've got the knowledge and information needed to make certain decisions. Here's the light shining upon it all. Or this could be someone else. This could be indicating someone in your life that you see as an authority figure, or like a mentor or a teacher or a guide, a human guide that's helping and assisting you. Now, he's wearing purple, so again, the highest vibration, right? This is kind of a high vibratory color, like the crown chakra, like the spiritual realm. So again, spiritual authority. And even if the authority person out there, or if it represents yourself, even if you don't feel spiritually connected, or even if the other people aren't, some spiritual guru, it doesn't matter. They're all souls from the divine, and this person has some sort of spiritual wisdom about them, even if they don't really understand that maybe they're a light worker, that they're a guide, that they're a mentor. We've also got a house and what looks like a family back here. So this might be, again, seeking wisdom or seeking counsel or seeking information from this authority about matters of home and family. Maybe it's a living situation. Maybe it's family connections. Maybe it's something with community. Maybe it's something, with children. Maybe it's a work relationship. So this could be having to do with learning something new as well, as he's holding that book. So maybe you're feeling drawn to take a class or a workshop and learn something new, or maybe you're the one that's going to be teaching something new, and maybe you've had these ideas kind of swirling around in your head. Maybe this is an indication that now is the time to take your power back, be a leader, be confident, be courageous, be empowered, and take whatever this next step is. Or again, to receive this information and wisdom from whoever this person might be representing, to shine your light for all the world to see, to shine your wisdom for all the world to see. All right, the last card came out as 2. 2 cards fell out, and Spirit said yes. So let's look at the first of the 2. This is the 4 of physical. Now, the 4 of physical, it's like the 4 of pentacles, the 4 of earth, 4 of crystals, if you will. And so this says at the bottom, a firm foundation. We have to have a firm foundation. It's highlighting the root chakra here. And the root chakra has to do with matters of stability, security, feeling grounded. Again, having this firm foundation within yourself, having a firm foundation in life, having a firm foundation in your career, having a firm foundation in money matters. So whether this is work, career, money, finances related, or whether it's just this firm foundation within yourself, this is about stability. The number 4 is about stability and security, feeling a sense of inner authority, feeling self-assured. And we have this mountain, although he's kind of looking down into the side. He's not looking straight ahead. But with this mountain image, I get the sense that some of you are getting ready to like go on this journey, embarking towards this maybe challenge. It doesn't have to be a negative challenge, but if we're climbing a mountain, if we're walking towards and like going to be doing a sojourn up the mountain, right? This might pose some challenges. We might have to take our time. We might have to make sure that we're prepared, right? Have all of our ducks in a row, have all the details kind of mapped out, planned out, because I'm going to climb this mountain, darn it. I'm going to move through this challenge, and it's going to make me stronger and more confident and better. And if I have a firm foundation within myself first, if I feel secure in myself first, it's going to make climbing this mountain even easier. Okay? It's like he's taking a pause, right? He's kind of looking down into the side, like almost like I can almost like imagine somebody doing like breath work and like having a little like mental time out, a little bit of meditation before I open my eyes and move forward towards this goal, this challenge, this new horizon, this new thing that I'm going to be walking towards. Now let's see what the card is that came out with this. Okay, we have Major Arcana 20, and it's truth. Now in the traditional tarot, this is the Judgment card. Very powerful card, right? So here we have to be grounded and secure in our truth. What is your truth? What is your truth as far as who you want to be out in the world, your work, your career? What is your truth regarding what kind of relationships you'd like in your life? What is your truth within yourself? Are you exuding your truth? Are you living by another's truth, like maybe your parents that you grew up with and they always had a vision for you, or, what their truth is isn't necessarily what your truth is. Or if you're living in some sort of a situation with a significant other or whatnot, remember that you have a separate truth from your partner, right? You can merge and come together and support one another and each other's truth. But remember to have a firm foundation within yourself and your truth. Now, this takes it up a spiritual notch, to a higher spiritual level, because it's a Major Arcana card. This is really about, again, your soul's truth from like an Akashic record perspective, from a past life perspective, like going through and revealing all of these past patterns or traumas or challenges. A lot of times the Judgment card can deal with like reflecting on past lives or moving through some of these past life challenges in order to heal them, to release them, to let them go, to not carry those past lives with you. I mean, sure, connect with the gifts and talents of those past lives and carry that with you, but you don't have to carry the patterns, the difficulties, the lower emotions, the fears, the insecurities. So it's all about, again, finding this firm foundation and inner sense of security with yourself, because you're going to be climbing some mountain, whatever that's metaphoric for, and to own your truth when you're doing it. They're looking out this window. They're standing on what looks like one of the scales, like it's almost like on the other side there's another scale, like holding the scales of justice, like. So we're weighing kind of what we've put out in the past, is we're coming back to kind of rebalance. We're rebalancing the karmic injustices in our lives. So own your truth, be in your truth, be empowered, and connect with your soul. This is, to me, looking out in the universe and connecting with your higher soul self and your soul to be grounded, like bringing all this higher spiritual energy of truth, bringing it into a firm foundation within your physicality and living from that truth and living from that firm foundation that comes from this higher spiritual level. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the message from your angels and guides from the Priestess of Light Oracle deck. All right, so the first stone of choice was the Tangerine Aura, right? Tangerine Aura Quartz, people. Special message for the week for Tangerine Aura. Tangerine Aura Quartz. Okay, my mind was just kind of floating away, so I'm gonna, and that's not a bad thing, right? But I want to make sure that I'm in the right headspace. So Tangerine Aura Quartz. Okay, this one's calling my attention. Sacred Purpose. Okay. I love the messages on these Priestess of Light Oracle cards. To me, they're pretty usually profound. So the Sacred Purpose card says eternal flame and ancestral legacy. So connecting with your ancestors of the highest vibration of light, and not just biological family ancestry, but I want to say spiritual ancestry, the priestesses of the light. You know, maybe the Lemurians of the light, the Babylonians of the light. Let's, the Celtic priestesses of the light. Let's connect with our ancestral legacy because it's a part of our sacred purpose, or call them in to assist us with connecting with our sacred purpose. The eternal flame she's holding, actually, it's hard to see in the images on the card, but it's like she's holding a sacred flame, an eternal flame. This is like, to me, reminiscent of you, the flame within you. It's your soul. Your soul, your higher soul self, has been with you throughout all incarnations, throughout all time and space, right? It's the same soul that comes into a new human vessel each time you incarnate. So your soul is your sacred flame. It's your essence, right? So here we're connecting to your essence, which is your sacred purpose. Being your true you is your sacred purpose, right? Being your spiritual self is your sacred purpose. So find your eternal flame, right? It never goes out. It's there. So connect with, maybe do a visualization and connect with that internal fire, that internal flame, and call in your ancestors and the legacy of your ancestors, spiritual and biological, that can help you connect with your sacred purpose as you move forward this week. All right, let's put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. And the second stone of choice was the emerald. Okay, so special message for emerald people. Whoops. Special message for emerald. Oh, it's always hard when there's like two that jump out at me. And I'm going to put them down without looking at them. And I'm going to say, is it this one? Is it this one? Okay, it's this one. Portal. Okay, portal is the message for emerald, and it says infinite mind, awakening consciousness. And look at this portal above her head, above the crown chakra of her head, that's opening to divine wisdom and guidance. It's almost like this Hierophant or wisdom card. Here's the portal, here's the sun, it's right close to his head here, and this portal is opening up to divine wisdom and knowledge. And here it is here. This portal looks like the sun, opening up to divine wisdom and knowledge, opening up the infinite mind where there's infinite potentials, infinite possibilities, infinite solutions to whatever it is you might be going through. It's awakening the higher mind, awakening consciousness, opening up to higher wisdom and knowledge. I think I said that a million times. And it's like a download of information that's coming. So this portal is opening, and these solutions, these ideas, this knowledge, this wisdom, this information is coming through that portal. It's like claircognizance. So definitely pay attention to the aha moments, the revelations, the just knowing that pops into your head. If you just feel like, I know this is right, I know this is right for me, or I know the answer is this, to whatever situation you might be in, then listen to that. Okay, it's definitely a sign, a message, guidance from the universe, from this higher portal source. All right, let's put that back in the deck. And then the last stone of choice is the sodalite. Special message for the sodalite people. Sodalite. Sodalite. Okay, this one's calling me. Ooh, you guys, twin flames. Interesting. So it says at the bottom, soul partner, eternal connection. So this really sounds relationship oriented, doesn't it? So those of you that are single, maybe you've been thinking about calling in a soulmate, or if you want to call it a twin flame, calling in that next beautiful relationship that's on a higher soul level. If you're in a relationship, maybe there's something going on within the relationship that needs your attention, right? We want both partners to be mutually loving, mutually respectful, mutually supportive, and maybe this is bringing up some sort of lessons within your relationship. But there's definitely something here about soul partnership, and they're saying to also mention that this may not be about romantic partnership, but it may be about like a soulmate friendship that comes in, or maybe it's somebody that you're going to be working with, or maybe it's a child. And some of you out there might be pregnant and ready to give birth, and so this could be this kind of twin flame or soulmate child connection. Or maybe a child in your life you're realizing is someone that you've been in a past life with, and that connection is very special. You've been with them before. So soul partner, eternal connection, our connections with the souls in our life, the people that show to be, an important connection for us, we've usually been with them before. And we'll probably be with them again, depending on if we've learned what we needed to from them, or alleviated, any karmic challenges with them, or whatnot. Even in the good relationships, though, we come back. Sometimes we choose to come back with that person because it was such a beautiful soul connection. And we've got the tiger there in the middle, which makes me feel like, Leo the lion, tiger, bobcat, puma. To me, all the cat family, it reminds me of that Leo energy, right? So this might be saying that this partnership, this relationship, whether again it's already present in your life or upcoming, that it might be within the time period of the sun being in Leo. The Leo, the lion, the cat, here's the portal or ray of light shining down upon the tiger here. And the tiger doesn't look ferocious, right? The tiger looks like he's pretty docile at the moment. So we're looking for that connection, either again, a present connection or an upcoming connection. We're looking for that to be stable, secure, calm, peaceful, serene. We're looking for it to be equal in a nice balanced way. Okay, so before I cough, I think I'm gonna end with that, and I'm gonna say thank you everyone for tuning in, for your comments, for checking out my website and my services, and for those of you that have taken classes with me or lectures with me or gotten services with me. Thank you so much. You might also want to check out my meetup group at meetup.com, and then look up my group, Sacred Soul Empowerment, which is the same name as my website, for upcoming guided meditations or mini reading events or classes, workshops, and lectures that I put out regularly through that meetup group as well. So sending you all lots of love and light, everybody. Be confident, be courageous, step into your power, and I will see you again, not only next week, but next month for the August monthly forecast. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Namaste.